Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Cody. I'm here on the. Oh my god, I fucked up the intro on it. I just.
Oh, Cody. Oh, Cody. Well, I guess
I
that's
just.
sitting in the video.
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the Friendzone podcast. I'm here with my co-host Connor and Kyle, and today, guys, we have a special guest. We have Nerd Brad here with us. So let's just hop right into it. How's it going, Brad?
It's going pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty well, especially with all this COVID stuff going on. I can't say I'm doing too bad myself.
You know, I would be saying the same, but I am still working, and I work in an
plus.
area that's not. Yeah, it's a plus, but the downside of it is there's a bunch of people that are already ridden with diseases that are around my work, and the fact that I'm pretty
You
much.
get it, you get it. What?
Yeah, pretty much. I am that
Yeah,
age. I am that prime age where I'll survive.
Yeah, I feel you, Brad. I'm working as well. I'm working even more than what I was before the virus hit, and we've had some cases in our area, and if like I work at a grocery store, so if I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it because we're one of the prime places where people go, so I feel you with that. So how's the YouTube channel going?
It's going pretty good. If you guys are new to me, I know a lot of you probably watching this or listening to this podcast don't know who the hell I am. I have a channel, Nerd Brad. If you guys want to go check it out, it's up to you.
There'll be in the link in the description, guys.
Yep,
I
first
do
check it
a
out.
lot. I do a lot of COD. I do a lot of
My editors
stories.
will put it in.
Go fuck yourself, dude.
I'm an ace.
You are.
I do a lot of COD, do a lot of just random story times, a couple of ASMRs mixed in there, having a good time with the videos. Starting to do more actually because I have nothing better to do right now.
It's prime
yeah.
time.
Just be like that
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, and
Nothing
congrats
else
on
to do.
hitting 300 subs, Brad.
300
You just
subs.
reached
Thank
that
you,
a couple
homie.
days ago.
I-
Doing better than you, Cody.
Thanks,
I
Connor.
mean, let's be honest, boys. It's not that hard.
Shut up, Brad. Brad, I tell you what, you and me have been in quite an experience because I've known you for what,
Over
two,
a
2
year,
years now? Over a year, almost 2 years.
something like that.
We've been coming on that, and this entire subscriber journey, we've been like 50 away or so. We've been in that gap. We
Yeah.
got like a close gap at like 14 subs where we were that close. Like you were 14 ahead of me, and then you just skyrocketed past me and it got to
Streams, dude.
50.
If you started streaming, I guarantee you'd be. But oh yeah,
Yeah, but-
internet.
Yeah, we know Cody has shitty internet. Thank you for reminding everybody of that, Brad. Thank you. I
And
appreciate
like I
that.
said, in case people are new, they gotta know.
Yeah, Cody has shitty internet. That's the
No,
truth there.
what gets you new subscribers is actual funny content.
Jesus Christ, I didn't know this was a roast Cody podcast.
Heck.
Dude, we should do some roast podcasts sometime.
That'd be
That'd
Is
be
it just
fun.
gonna be roast me the entire time? What is
Roast
this?
Cody podcast.
It's always roast Cody
Episode
podcast.
550.
There'd be a part one video, Connor. There'd be multiple parts to that, I feel.
So, Brad, when did you start your YouTube channel and actually want to do stuff with YouTube?
Let me actually look when I started it, like the channel itself, before I decided to make videos for it. No, I don't want to watch a protein powder ad. Thank you, YouTube.
Gotta
I
love
love
him.
those ads.
I started my channel in December 21st, 2015, and I think that's actually when I started actually making videos for this channel too. So I've had this.
Did you
I've
have
had this
any?
channel for quite.
Did you have a channel before this, or is this your first channel?
I kind of had a channel before this. It was mainly just for watching videos, but I made like one. There's like this mobile game that where you play with a skateboard. I made like one tutorial for that game, and that's
Mhm.
what kind of made like maybe I should make a separate channel for this.
That's where it all started.
So okay, I have a question for you, Brad. So what age were you introduced into the gaming world? Like, what was your first console, first games? Stuff that kind of got you into the gaming world.
Well, the first console that I played on was a Super Nintendo, the OG Mario Brothers type.
Oh
type
yeah,
shit.
same.
That was actually the first game that I ended up playing. I didn't own the console. I was about 6 or 7 at the time, Just whenever we went to my friend's house, they had the Nintendo. I would play Mario, and then around my 8 or 9, when I was 8 or 9, that Christmas, I ended up getting an Xbox 360 and the first Black Ops. So that's what got me introduced to COD. The
Yeah.
only problem is when I first got the Xbox. The Xbox 360, not the black one, but the OG
The
Xbox
white one,
360. Yeah.
White one.
The way to set up Wi-Fi and internet on that was really complicated at the time. If you didn't have an Ethernet cable, you had to get an adapter and everything. And
Yeah.
I knew nothing. Like nowadays, I could set that up easily, but back then I knew nothing of what I was doing. So I wasn't really playing online until I was about 10. Yeah, it took almost a year to figure that shit out.
I feel you there.
But then after I started playing COD, watching more YouTube, got introduced to FaZe, got introduced to a bunch of different stuff. Minecraft, of course, was another big one, especially since I wasn't playing online. Ended up getting a code for Minecraft, got that. And yeah, that's kind of round 10 is when I ended up starting online and playing with people and realizing that I liked gaming.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Yeah,
Not to,
I was gonna say.
I think the console a lot of us really hit it off with, I'd say would probably, I don't know if besides Kyle, I think, would probably be the Xbox 360, because that's where I started gaming and that's where I really peaked with gaming, was on the 360.
360
You peaked with gaming. You still haven't peaked with something else.
Fucking roasted me the entire time. God bless it.
No, he's already peaked with his YouTube channel.
Nobody was
I wasn't talking about YouTube either.
Oh,
wait.
Everybody knows the classic was the Nintendo, the GameCube, and the Wii.
The GameCube, yeah, that was also another one. I forgot about that. Madden on the GameCube.
GameCube was amazing.
So-
Amazing.
Sorry, I wasn't privileged enough to have that. I started on the Xbox 360.
Surprisingly, through all the consoles that I've had, I never owned a GameCube. I've gone through so many consoles. Like we had a a Nintendo. We had the Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. Then we went on to PlayStation. My dad had a PlayStation 2. I had a PS2 Slim at my mom's house. And then we got a PS3. Oh, yeah. When I was 5, too, I got a Game Boy. I played my Game Boy. That was insane
I
for
used
an
to have a Game Boy.
insane
Wow, we were
dude.
complete opposites, Kyle.
amount of
I got
hours.
Xboxes, I had a DS, and then I had...
DS, DSi.
And
Oh,
then I
I
moved
had-
up
I
to
keep
the
forgetting about the
DS.
handhelds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lego Star Wars, dude.
Yes. I
Dude,
played
There was a
crap
Lego
ton of
game on
Lego
the
Star Wars.
DS where it's like a free roam and you got to build like your own tanks and weapons. I forgot the name of it.
Lego
I
City?
know exactly what you're
It's
talking
like
about. might
it
have
was
been
like
that.
medieval. And
Oh,
like
I know
you
what
could
you're
create.
talking about. I know, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was. I played that game so much. Dude, it was insane. In Pokemon games, I played a lot of Pokemon games.
Oh, I
Yes,
bro,
I played a lot
used,
of Pokemon.
I used to have a copy of Soul Silver, not realizing that it would end up costing around $60 per game card for it now, and I don't know if I still have it or I don't know if I gave it to a thrift store.
Damn.
Ooh, that's a big oof. Oh shit.
That wasn't even the best
sucks.
one. The best was the original, the OG Pokemon.
Soul Silver was one of the OG Pokemons, besides Game Boy for the DS handhelds.
I was gonna say my Game Boy is
Mhm.
probably one of the favorite consoles, like early consoles that I played on. I played because on the Nintendo 64 I played the Super Mario World a ton. Like that was my favorite like Mario, and I played that on my Game Boy too. And I got to Star World, and I just remember playing so much of like my Game Boy and stuff. I had like there was one. It was 2 games in one. It was like Shrek, and it was Shrek 2 and Shark Tale. It was literally. I don't know why I remember that, but I don't know. It was kind of cool. But, yeah.
Those 2 games, yeah. So, Brad, what are your plans since you are a senior this year? What are your plans after this year, or after you graduate, or however the thing with graduation goes with COVID going on?
Well, me and my buddy were planning on going to there's a community college by my school just to get our generals done. We're planning on both going there.
Smart.
Yeah. Both of us are technically already enrolled because we went through classes through our high school through that community college. But after that, my friend plans on going into skilled trades, and I'm still not decided whether I want to do like welding or something, because you can make a lot of money doing welding. Don't know if
Welding
I
is
want.
something you have to like to do though. So
I,
you don't like
I've done
welding.
it. I like it.
Okay, that's good then. That's probably a good
I
thing to
like a
go
lot of
into.
I like a lot of the skilled
Yeah,
trades.
don't go into it. Don't
You don't
go into
like
something
welding and
just
you're
because
just
of the
gonna go
money.
do welding for money. That's bad. It's something that'll
Don't
never
go into
work
that
out.
for money.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy? How much underwater welders make? It's $125 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like
there's
I think we have
high demand for
one
them.
of the uh one of the people that graduated the year before us does that, and yeah, he makes a shit ton of money. He goes down to Florida, and yeah, he makes it bank down there with that, and he enjoys it. So I guess if you find something that you enjoy, go for it. So what about the YouTube scene though?
YouTube
How's that
scene.
gonna work?
Well, right
With call it
now,
with the
with college, I do have a laptop. My laptop is actually what I've been able to stream with my PS4 because my PC is a bit old. AMD Ryzen like 240.
Oh, I gotcha.
But I do plan on when I'm in college. Hopefully have an upgraded PC by then. But if I'm not able, I also plan on having an apartment instead of like living on campus. That way I could have like better Wi-Fi and not have to worry about
Yeah.
dorms usually
sharing a
have
room with someone.
thin wells, like thin walls. And like if I'm playing Call of Duty, I don't want to like get
Be super quiet.
kicked out because I'm too loud.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I definitely have my laptop, so I will be able to stream if I do have good enough Wi-Fi. I'll still be able to make videos because all I have to do is hook up my PS4 to a TV, laptop, Elgato. Not that difficult. But I also plan on probably this summer I plan on getting an actual camera. I plan on starting to do vlogs, which I haven't really done. I've done one kind of vlog. It's called the Redneck Pirate or something like that on my channel. I think Cody's seen it. I straight up just go on a lake in an inflatable mattress.
That was an interesting video.
Um,
That was an
but
interesting video.
It was really fun. I ended up going to the middle of the lake, and my arms were so sore the next day.
Mm-hmm.
But
So you're gonna plan on working?
I do plan
while
on
you're
working
doing
as
that?
well, yeah.
About to say, because with the apartment, I don't know if you're gonna have enough money saved up to pay
I'm
for it
more
as you
than
go.
likely
But
gonna have a room
for
there.
the record, that's good. Just so, like make sure your roommate that you choose, you know, is gonna be dependable
Yeah.
with paying rent on time and splitting utilities. Because that's one of the main things that comes with having a roommate is
Yeah.
they respect your space, they respect you, respect them. It all comes down to when finances are getting involved, you trust them with that to where they will keep. Well, they'll do their share, and if
Yeah.
you do yours, it should be good.
That's why I'll never have
But yeah.
Cody as a roommate.
Go
Exactly.
fuck yourself. What do you mean?
You're the one who took out a car loan. How
And
could we
I'm
trust
paying
you with
for it.
money?
I'm just
Okay,
joking.
okay.
Rip on
Alright.
Cody podcast.
Also,
Isn't that every podcast?
for
No.
yeah, it is. I've listened to a couple of them. It is every podcast.
It
Hey,
is.
Brad watches them.
But for plans for like recent, like now during all this COVID-19 stuff, I plan on like streaming as much as I can because right now I don't have a data cap. I've explained that in a couple of my videos. Normally I can't stream because I end up going over, and then I have to pay like $200. But yeah, and
But
I plan on
your internet provider is they like to put a limit on you guys because of this.
Yeah, they're not putting a limit on me because of COVID-19 because they know we're staying
Yeah,
home.
a lot of people, a lot of like internet services are doing that. 'Cause I think that happened with your internet provider, Kyle.
Yeah, I was gonna say we
That's
went
what he said.
over because our thing ended the 15th of April, or it ends the 15th of April, and I think on the 4th or the 5th we went over our terabyte of
I don't even have a terabyte. I don't think.
of data, and yeah, it just said through May 15th they're not going to charge over usage fees, which is, I mean, that's
That's
really
nice.
good because we went over and we still had what 10 days to go through. So I mean that, and people are
yeah.
working at home too, so it's obviously more internet's going to be used up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a fact. Yeah.
It's
Good
nice to know
virus.
that companies. Yeah, but it's at least nice that some companies are being considerate about
Most
stuff like this. Like
yeah.
it's just nice to see that the world is somewhat kind.
Most companies are actually being quite considerate with certain things. I've seen a lot of my teachers have said like a lot of people or a lot of these like book companies are letting us use their services for free. Like Pearson, they're also letting like obviously Zoom and stuff. Their like free trials are extended
dope.
throughout like for the end of the school year and stuff
I
like
heard
that.
some phone internet companies were giving out like free Wi-Fi for people who didn't have it.
Verizon was, I'm pretty sure. Like Verizon was giving out like small,
I thought it was
like
USL or not USL, but AT&T was the first people that did it.
I think through Orion it was
Because our
Verizon.
teachers were talking about it at Blackhawk about how AT&T was like the first ones that set up a thing for people.
Yeah,
Verizon's
just nice to show
too
that.
much of a joke of a company to actually do that. So
Okay, buddy.
So, I mean, just so you guys know where this bias is coming from, Connor's mom works at U.S. Cellular, so he's got a little
that's
bit of
the
bias.
reason. I just know I've heard
He's
some
very
things
biased
from
when it comes to
So what's your-
employees that came from Verizon that went to
Well,
US
I don't.
Cellular
I
and they
wouldn't.
had
I
some-
wouldn't base the company off of like their.
No, it's what they were taught to do with customers.
Oh,
That
jip them over.
is- yes.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to selling people stuff, you gotta. I guess you don't have to. It's good to have good ethical practices, but I mean, they do, and that's not. I guess that doesn't happen. I don't think from a store to store. It's just a store to store basis. I'm pretty sure, because the one we went into. The guy was really nice. He didn't like try to ask us if we wanted all this, and that. He's like, and since you guys waited like 15, it was literally 15 minutes, like, past what he said we were gonna wait, and I mean we weren't. It was just 15 minutes, and he goes, I'm gonna give you guys a $30 off fee, and I was like, dope, like, they were pretty nice. So it might just be a store to store basis with management and stuff like that.
yeah, it'll just depend on like management, I think is what it is. Yeah, you can't base the entire company just off of one experience or one store, because that's one in how many stores there are.
Multiple experiences from multiple different stores. But anyway, let's get
Okay,
on to a
buddy.
different topic.
Okay.
I know a
Extremely
good
biased
one.
with that, but
Why would I lie?
All right, Brad,
Oh my
what
gosh,
do you want to talk about next?
So all of us have played Modern Warfare, and we've played it recently. As far as I know, all of us played Modern Warfare fairly recently.
yes.
So I don't know if you guys actually knew this, but this is like the main reason why there's a problem with it. When Modern Warfare first released, they did not actually have an anti-cheat system for the PC side of thing. And because of this, it allowed a lot of PC gamers to go through the back door and hack.
Yeah,
Why am I
Yeah,
not
Modern
surprised?
Warfare
Why
is
can they
brilliant.
never?
They have big brains.
No, why
big brains.
Why can they never release a game on time that is fully finished? We've had this with Modern Warfare, or no, sorry, we got Modern Warfare, World War II, Black Ops 4. How long is it gonna take them to release a game fully on time?
3
that is
years
100%
is a
complete?
pretty short time for a fully
Yeah,
perfect
it is.
game. Which I do understand
It
that
is,
because
but-
they were on a 3
They're on tight schedules.
they're on tight schedules, and you come up with the ideas of the games 3 years in advance, and you have 3 years to fully execute and bring the game. Some games have been worked on for so long, and that's why they're like great games. But with something like Call of Duty
You
that
just need
comes
to go
out
back to
every
the
year,
old ways of doing stuff, like
It's-
in Modern Warfare 3 and
it's hard. I
Black
don't
Ops 2,
think they'll
simple.
ever. I don't think they'll
Make it
ever go
simple.
back to
Well,
like the old
they-
days.
you can't
like
ha-
they do.
Yeah, where everything's simple. They can't go back to that because people aren't okay with just simple and basic things. Like
People
I'd
wanna
wish they'd
cheat.
go just to the. Yeah.
if
yeah,
they
of
went
course.
back, I guarantee Call of Duty would become way more popular. again.
But they're that's a risk, and they don't want to
I was
risk
gonna
their
say
audience. It's a
Activision.
risk.
There's
They're,
a reason
every
why.
every Call of Duty, they're
Well,
losing more people and more people and
That's
more
not
people.
true.
I would not
Since
say
Black
that.
That's
Ops
not
3,
true.
they're
That is
losing
not
more
true.
people.
That's not true.
Yes, they
Not
are.
at all.
They've
Their
actually
sales.
gained more people
Yep.
each launch.
They've
Their
gained
sales have gone up.
Exactly.
More people are buying the game. It's Activision is not going to stray away from something that's working financially for them. That's why.
yes, they are making a shit ton of money.
That's why
Activision is also the reason why we have microtransactions. in Modern Warfare.
microtransactions, supply drops,
Yes.
battle pass, all that type
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
There's a reason why
thing is,
they're
guys,
not straying away.
When you are complaining about like just like supply drops, microtransactions, anything like that, do not hate on the company that made the game, like Infinity Ward, Treyarch, any of that.
You're
No,
dating on the
you should not be
publisher.
You're dating on the publisher. You're not dating or going after the company or who's in charge of like the microtransactions on that, which is Activision. They're the reason why there's supply drops in the game that costed money. They're the reason why some like Advanced Warfare was like pay to win. You go to the games like that and you're giving the publisher of the game a bad rap when it's just the company behind it who's in charge of that, which is Activision. So it comes down to Activision is the reason why all this is happening, and they're doing it because they're just all they care about is the money.
Yeah, they're
That's
greedy.
all they care about at the end of the day.
That's why.
The
why
nice
you-
thing,
That's why Candy Crush is the way it is, where you only have a certain number of plays before you have to pay for more.
yes, it's crazy, but I'm really so happy with one thing that they did in this game was they released Warzone as it's free to play.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
I'm very surprised that they did that because of Activision and them. I'm wondering if Infinity Ward had something behind it and they're like, let's make this free. It's bumped up their sales in the game. I've noticed that more and more people I've heard have gotten Modern Warfare because of Warzone. And then, like last weekend, they had
A
all
free to
weekend
play
if you had
multiplayer.
free to play. Yes, if they have those more often, I think like once a month or so, or once every 2 months, you would gain so many sales from letting just people play for one weekend and enjoying the game to the
That's
point
how
where
Rainbow
they
Six
go out
Siege
and have
was
to buy it.
successful.
Exactly, you make it free to play every so often, and people will buy your game.
That and also one of the reasons why I just totally forgot what I was about to fucking say. Oh,
Pleb.
dude, I was
Big
literally
butt.
thinking about it for like 2 minutes, and then I was just about to say it, and I forgot.
Okay, bro. So let me ask you this: what do you think of Modern Warfare right now?
Me?
Compared
You're
to, like,
asking me-
from
you're asking me
one-
a question?
I'm asking you. So what do you think of Modern Warfare from launch until now? Do you think it's gotten better or worse?
Launch? Well, the launch of Modern Warfare, I think I personally think it was one of the smoothest launches we've had in a while compared to like Black Ops 4 where yes, there were some bugs, but not everybody on PS4
Like
or
zombies was
Xbox
buggy as
getting-
hell.
Yeah, not everybody was getting blue screens. Yes, some people were crashing, but it wasn't as nearly as bad. Yeah, it did have a lot of like overpowered weapons such as the 725, but they did fix those
M4s, Claymores.
They did
Yeah.
fix those fairly quick,
Mhm.
and they added game modes that they need, like Cranked, for example, that people can't really camp in. So I think the launch was really good. I think now once they fix more of the
Warzone.
once they fix Warzone, I think Warzone will be fine. I think Warzone is a lot better than Blackout. It's actually one of the better battle royales in my opinion that I've seen.
Mm-hmm. Is I agree.
I would agree with
They added
that.
a lot of new stuff in it.
Because
Yeah, 'cause if you guys don't know, oh, I'll let you go, Brad.
Oh, I was gonna say, because if you look at every other battle royale, like going from H1Z1 all the way to Blackout or Warzone, they took everything bad about those games, such as having the option to go third person or first person. They made it just first person, having to manually pick up everything that instead automatically pick up ammo, and you manually switch the guns that you want to switch. You don't have to put
Mhm.
attachments on your weapons. They already come as variants, so you don't have to worry about that. They took much of the worry and much of the stress out of playing Battle Royale, such as, oh, what am I going to put on this gun? What am I going to put on this gun? And made it simpler, and in my opinion, it makes it a lot more fun.
Yeah.
It
It's
does,
a lot
yeah.
easier. There's not as big of a learning curve. You can literally just jump in and play it, and it doesn't take like a lot of getting used to. You can pick up and play it, and if you've played multiplayer, you're gonna be able to know how to play that. And I also remember the thing I was gonna say earlier is another reason why I think they're making it free to play is based off of everyone being home and more people are buying the game, they've had enough sales to where they can switch over to making Warzone free. But you saw in the season 3 trailer with the customization you saw like with some of the vehicles and stuff. I think they're really gonna add like a highly customizable like everything within Warzone,
Lord.
and it's gonna hop over to more of like a Fortnite type of deal.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
That's just kind of what I see from
I'm
a
fucking
business
tired
standpoint.
of battle royales. They just need to fucking stop.
I mean, it makes
Trending.
They just need
money.
to stop trying to
They're
copy Fortnite.
they're successful.
Every battle
they're-
royale that's tried to copy Fortnite has failed. Look at Apex. Apex had a wonderful launch. In the beginning, it crushed Fortnite, and
Exactly.
then over the first week, everybody went back to Fortnite because they realized, oh, this is just a Fortnite clone. Besides a couple changes.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only
They
really
just need to stop making them.
see. I don't
They're
think
successful.
I don't think you'll see them go anytime soon though, because just with the success that they
They
have,
make money.
and it's good for like all around on if you have a main game and you want to boost that main game also while adding
That's what's
a
wrong
good
with
thing.
gaming companies. They don't care about the people who play games. They care about money, and that's fucking wrong.
Well, a lot of
Fucking
people.
hate
It's not that a lot of people actually like these battle royales too. I was gonna say if you watch streamers have
Like Battlefield
benefited
and
so much from getting these battle royales, like so much, and more people are
Well-
watching them, and people like to see it.
game creators like Doom and Battlefield are doing so much better than any of the fucking other ones because they actually care about what the people
Check
want.
out my Doom stream tomorrow.
They actually care about
I
what
wouldn't-
people want. Like Battlefield, we
I
asked for
would not.
we asked for a World War I game or a World War II game. They got us those. And I guarantee the next Battlefield they're gonna have is a Vietnam game.
Yes, but
100%.
hold on. You need to pay attention to something. A game like Fortnite, you don't need really good graphics to play. You can play it on the lowest settings. I'm even able to play it on my computer. Games like Battlefield, you either need a super good graphics card or a console, or otherwise you're not going to be able to play any Battlefield game.
Yeah, and I think those games like those
Even
Battlefield and
Fortnite.
Doom.
Fortnite does. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah. I think. I don't know if they're doing better in terms of financially or successfully. I think they've made some really solid games, but I think they're just not making. I guess they're not hopping on the trend of what's new. I guess Battlefield tried with their their battle royale or whatever, but I mean, they're not doing as well financially as these other companies because a lot of other companies are hopping on the meta, and I guess the meta from
EA is
27
doing phenomenal right now.
2017.
Like they're banking money, especially on Battlefield 5.
I was
they
talking
added the
about
Battle
more
Pass.
like Battlefield and stuff like that. Battlefield in
that's
terms
what I was
of
talking about.
in terms of Call of Duty. Call of Duty has the amount of sales it's a lot more than Battlefield.
Oh yeah, I can guarantee you that. Yeah, because you
Yeah.
have
And it may not be because it's a better
microtransactions.
game,
You
but
always have
they
something new in the shop each week or something like that. You have skins that you can get for your characters. You can have
You-
like the executions. You
We're talking
always
about
have
Call of
like the
Duty,
battle
right?
pass. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right now. Like we're
If-
talking about
if-
financially. Why?
all they have to do,
Battlefield has the same thing.
and I've seen them do it, and all of us have seen them do it. Call of Duty's starting to meme their games a little bit more, such as releasing anime guns and stuff like that, to more
Oh
like,
yeah, that's fucking so dumb.
so they're starting to attend to the memers a bit more, which is going to make their game skyrocket even more than it already
I was
is.
gonna say, just when you can apply your game you can broaden your audience. I mean, it's only gonna bring more people in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Another
that's
thing
it.
with Call of Duty is it's been around for
Oh,
over
yeah.
10 years now. Way over 10 years.
Mhm.
And the reason why people buy these games is majority, I think a lot of us can agree with this, why we bought Modern Warfare was for the nostalgia in the beginning, because we knew that the campaign would be in it. I know some of you guys
That's
probably not into
probably
campaign.
one of the only reasons
Yeah.
like why I thought I was gonna get the game. When
You wanna
right
hear-
now a campaign is like almost like a shadow of what the game overall, when you think of the game, is.
Yeah, that's true. They did blow out a lot of. I think they blew a lot of people's expectations for what they made the movement not complicated at all, such as wall running, extra
Depending on
jumping.
what I see in the next trailer, this will probably be the last Call of Duty I buy.
Yeah, I don't think I'm
sorry,
gonna buy
they've
Black Ops
ruined the
5.
games ever since Black Ops 3. Every Call of Duty since then, or I guess World War II was okay, but every Call of Duty since then has been none of appealed to me. They just keep ruining their games by adding more and more shit to them, which I do not like, and there's a lot of other people that do not like that type of
Well,
shit.
I mean, I don't see it going out the door anytime soon, though. I don't think game companies are gonna revert back
I'm
to
not
what
saying that.
to
I'm
what
saying
was.
that for me, I'm not getting it again. Probably.
I know.
This will probably be my last one.
I don't. I'm gonna base the
Sick
game
of them.
as I see it. I'm gonna go and if it looks like a good game, and I mean I'll always be a Call of Duty fan. I'll probably always buy.
They make their trailers are never what the game actually is. They always make the trailers seem way better. I've noticed.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's with
that
any game.
Okay. You can't say that. That's Call of Duty that does that. Every game does it. Every movie does it.
Have you ever seen an
You'll see-
E3 trailer? Rainbow Six Siege's
Yes.
E3 trailer was nothing like the game.
Yeah.
And look how successful that game is.
Yeah.
They clickbait the shit out of it. Like
Yeah. It's
they
basically
make it
one
like
big
10 times better
clickbait,
than what
yeah.
it is. Exactly. They do that for money. That's why they do it. And it comes down. I bet you, if you look at it, if the gaming companies were in charge, games would probably look different than what they are. But like I said, Activision is in control of it. Activision is the reason why certain things are in the games. Like I bet you, if Infinity War wasn't controlled by Activision, I bet you we might not have a battle royale in this game, and they would have focused
I
more
think we
on other
would.
stuffs. It's a possibility, but it just comes down to
Battle Royale doesn't help Activision. Battle Royale, they made it a free to play mode. It doesn't affect Activision at all, besides them being able to put it out.
Well, I
Yeah.
actually do think Activision has a lot of say behind it because I think with Activision, you've seen a lot of what they've done has mirrored the meta of like what other games have brought to the table, like microtransactions. Call of Duty wasn't the first game to add microtransactions to supply drops. A lot of other
It was
games
Fortnite.
before. A lot of other games have brought that to the table before, and I think they just they try to mirror. They always right now, I guess since about
they see the success of
2016,
other companies
they
and try to mirror that into theirs.
they try to hop on the
They
I
do.
guess whatever the meta is or whatever the bandwagon basically.
Microtransactions, is
Where it
that
makes
like
the most money.
supply drops? Because
Yeah,
Call of Duty
yeah.
was the
Supply drops,
first people
buying-
who started it with Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Advanced Warfare
is
was like the
true.
Yeah,
very...
Call of Duty started
about
all
FIFA?
microtransactions.
They didn't
That is
start
kinda
all of
true. I
it.
forgot about
They
that.
they were in the first wave of it,
They
but they didn't start
popularized
it.
They popularized
Yeah,
it.
I would
think
say that.
FIFA.
Because
FIFA might have
they
started
made so
it
much
by
money on
paying for
Advanced
those.
Warfare, every game started doing it because of how much money
That's
they
'cause-
made on Advanced Warfare.
Advanced Warfare is pay to win. 100%.
Fortnite first said, when Fortnite first came out, they said that they were not going to have microtransactions. And now you have 20 to 20, their skins range from $5 to $1,000. Because some of the skins are exclusive to like buying a certain phone.
Yeah, or like a certain console.
Like the Switch skin. The Switch skin is not that good, but it's a $300 skin.
I mean, yeah.
See, I'm looking up to see what game introduced microtransactions.
I was gonna say CS:GO.
Elder Scrolls Online.
I love CS:GO. That's true. CS:GO.
CS:GO actually was a
before.
lot before. CS:GO came out in what 2012, 2013.
Original
and
CS:GO
cases?
came out in 2002.
CS
it's,
Global Effects.
It says
Well,
that,
CS Source, which was
CS Source, yeah.
Elder Scrolls 4.
When
Oblivion
CS:GO
introduced
came out,
microtransactions.
like I think that's kind of what popularized that because you know how much money they made off cases?
a lot. It's $2.50 per
It's
key for a regular
insane.
key, and about 10 cents per case. I've spent like over $500 on CS:GO.
Yeah, so I don't think you
Yeah,
can
so-
put that all on Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty did a big
Yeah.
part in popularizing it, but I know for a fact they weren't the first ones to do it.
Yeah, no, there's tons of companies do it. Like you can't just hate on Call of Duty for doing it when every other company, major gaming company, has sort of microtransactions.
I'm just
made
saying,
into their game.
after Advanced Warfare, every game started doing it. That's all I'm saying.
That's
every
kind
Call of
of
Duty
true.
game.
Every
Like,
game
every
in
Call of Duty
general.
game.
Every game
Well,
after
yeah.
that, like any popular game has had
Well,
microtransactions because of it,
that
except for Battlefront 2 because they got so much hate for it they took them out of the game.
you know what
And
game had
Battlefield
it
That's because
doesn't
they
do
before?
made
that
that pay to
anymore.
win.
You know what game
That's 'cause
that
they
was
made
not
Battlefront pay to
affected
win.
by Advanced Warfare but still had microtransactions before it? Minecraft. You had to pay for skin packs.
Oh yeah,
That is
yeah.
true. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I
Yeah,
guess
so
there's
I
always
guess-
been a form of microtransactions when
It's
it
just
comes to video games.
but the thing is, the reason why a lot of people hate these supply drop systems is it's pretty much gambling. That's the reason why they get a lot of hate. For example, CS:GO, a lot of the gambling websites, well, quote unquote gambling, it was roulette. You would click on a certain color, you'd get money, and then you use that money to buy skins. A lot of those websites, all of those websites got shut down except for like 2 of them because they found loopholes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And even then, those websites are scams. I've tried using them. I ended up actually getting a knife worth like $60. Was not able to withdraw the knife. I even put
That
in
sucks.
$5 because it said I had to put in some money, like to actually deposit money before. So I did that. They're like, "Oh, sorry, we're out of stock of this item. How are you gonna have me try to say I win the item when you're out of stock of it?" And the thing is,
Yeah, it's just one big scam.
I ended up refunding that knife while I deposited it so more money would be credited to my account. I ended up winning 3 more of the same knife, still could not deposit. I had at least $124 worth of knives in my account.
Darn. That just sucks. It's just how they did
Yeah.
the websites like that will just scam you out of it. It's just sucks. That's why like
Yeah. So on this
never
topic,
personally would get into something like that.
I think we can agree that microtransactions, I mean, honestly, like as they are implemented today, are all kind of like, I don't necessarily like it. I don't think any of us necessarily like love that they're in the game, but I don't really see them going anywhere soon. So
I
I'm
don't
not,
see it either.
I
And there
can't
is-
act surprised and hate on a game when they add it when I know they're gonna add it. I just try to
I
take the
think
game
we'll
for
do
what
one-
it is.
Okay. I will say one thing though about Modern Warfare. They have done 2 good things with microtransactions this year. They had the Call of Duty endowment pack.
Oh, I know what
Where-
you're bringing up, yeah.
100% of the proceeds went to helping veterans get jobs. And then 2, they had
Australia.
a Safari Australia pack. Yeah, they had a Safari skin, and 100% of the proceeds went to Australia when they were having the wildfires.
That's
So,
the only reason I bought that pack.
Same. I bought that for that reason too. Both. I bought. I think I don't. And the endowment pack was
It's
odd-
funny though
out
because
after I did.
they only did the charity thing, like started giving it to Australia after FaZe Jev made a video saying that they should do that instead of keeping the profits.
Yes. Like I'm glad that. See, it shows that they are listening to things, but I guess what I'm saying is that if they had, Call of Duty does the endowment thing every single game. I've
Yeah.
noticed they have that one thing that helps veterans. I guess if more companies did this with their games, it might make a difference in how people view microtransactions. Like, oh, I'm willing to buy this thing for $10 if it's gonna go and support something. Like, have it to where it supports something instead of just saying, my money, I get the money. Support something, and people will be more okay with you
Inclined,
getting their
yeah.
money for it. Is
Yeah,
what
yeah.
That
I'm
doesn't
inclined.
help the
Yeah.
company though, because it's going to someone else. They aren't gonna do that.
Yeah, but if people notice that, like, I guess if you look at a game and see that, oh, some of their money goes to a good cause,
More
I
people are
would
gonna be.
like it. More people are gonna be like, okay, I
It's good
support that game
publicity.
because they support
Yeah,
support something.
that's all it is.
Exactly. It's a publicity stunt, but in the end, somebody is getting help from that, which is nice. I'm glad that Call of Duty has done 2 of those. I'm hoping that in some point I'm gonna see games doing something for like to help people with COVID, like help
I'm surprised
some way with
COD
that.
hasn't done anything about that. They have a
I'm
huge
hoping that-
opportunity.
I'm hoping they're gonna do something with season 3 with it, like, but I guess
I don't
we
think
we
they
won't
will.
be
If they
able
haven't done
to
it, I don't think
figure
they'll
out.
do it now.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
I guess US
I
is
would
just
see they
hitting
would
their
have to do
peak
that.
with COVID, so maybe they'll have something at the end of it, like at the end, like help relieve people who have been without a job or something like that. But only time can tell with that. Hopefully Call of Duty will jump to actually do something with it.
Hopefully, that's But one of the big things about, like, for example, all they have to do is release a pack. Let's say it's either a guy wearing scrubs or a dude wearing a face mask. That's all they have to do. Put it on like Jaeger or something, like the Russian dude that looks like a what's his? I can't remember. Putin. The dude that looks like Putin. Yeah. All they have to do is
put a face mask,
yeah,
and
make
say
it
this is going to help. Yeah.
make it like $20 because they'll add like a fancy watch and some fancy skin. Because that's another
Fancy
good thing
guns.
about. That's another good thing because every microtransaction you're getting multiple things instead of just like one thing, and usually it's
Yeah, like you'll get
you-
like 12 items with it.
you're not gambling because you know exactly what you're getting, and that's what I like. I like the fact that you know what you're getting, so it's not like you have to blame
You're
yourself
getting-
if you buy something you don't like.
Yeah.
It doesn't come down to just how lucky you were. It comes down to you know 100% what you're gonna get in the end, which is really nice.
I guess there's different ways that games have implemented. Some of them, like some games have been pay to win. Some games, like you can't, like, yeah, you can buy this if you have this much money. Some games have done, you can buy this, but there's only a chance that you get it. It's randomized. So I hate that way. I hate like having something where you can only like get a gun or something, like when it was pay to win. Like pay to win implementation, I think was just awful with microtransactions. When it's just more customizable and you know know what you're gonna get, I think it's a little bit better to get behind.
The thing is, a lot of these games aren't pay to win. It's strictly cosmetic because of games like TF2 that made it strictly pay to win. You could buy unique guns that do different things, and you're actually paying for the gun. A lot of them cost like upwards of $40.
Yeah.
But those guns end up being like the most broken guns in the game, and you have them only because you paid for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember
I'm just
like private matches in BO3 when we would play and stuff, and no one else had the Marshall 16s, and those were absolutely fucking.
I remember that.
They were
yeah.
absolutely broken, and like I mean, I almost felt bad for. It was funny, but like I felt bad for using it because no one else had it. No one else
an
could.
asshole for losing
If
those.
now if there's a gun that's broken but everyone can use it, then I'm a little bit more okay with it. But when you add
It's
something
like
to
the
that,
M4.
You go back to the way they had it in Black
Imagine if
Ops
the
2.
executioner was
You got it with the
pay to win.
DLC.
That's true. BO2 did do it pretty good because you had to pay for the DLC. Even then, the Peacekeeper was like one of the only like somewhat overpowered weapons that you would get from them, but they ended up nerfing it anyway.
yeah,
But they made the guns that they put out for those DLCs not better than the other ones. There were still guns that could definitely outperform those ones. So BO2, in my opinion, the best with microtransactions. Because again, you would pay for things. You wouldn't gamble because I think the only things I really bought for BO2 was one DLC, and that was with the Peacekeeper. And then
BO2
some
is probably the
skins.
last truly best Call of Duty.
That is facts. It's I think
yeah.
everything, in my opinion, I think everything went to shit when Ghosts came out.
Yep.
I know a lot of people disagree with that because a lot of people like Ghosts. No, Ghosts was not that good.
See, I personally like those.
See,
But
yeah, I mean, I like Ghost. I didn't think it was complete ass. I can say that after like Ghosts, a lot of the games just
went
never
downhill.
met up to the standard that was BO2 though. Like,
BO2.
I do agree with that. I guess it never was the same, and I keep hoping that it's gonna be the same. Or like there was a time there for a while, I'm like, why can't it just be like the old days? But right now I realize it's not gonna be the old days. They're not just gonna go back. They're not just gonna make it the way it was. It's
No,
gonna be
yeah.
new. I have to just take it for what it is and see if
It
it's a
is what it is.
good or bad game, not based upon the past, but what it is right now. If it's good,
I
then
hate
it's
that
good.
the fact that you have to pre-order the fucking game in order to play the beta. Have a fucking free beta.
That's very true.
I get, but
Free
you,
beta.
Where
there's
I
an
can play
easy
the
way
game.
around
If I
that.
like it, I will buy the game. If I don't like it, I'm not gonna buy it.
Well, it's pretty
And
easy.
games used to always have free betas.
You just pre-order and then play the beta and then cancel your pre-order. It's pretty easy.
yeah, because they don't take the money out of your account
Until
the
it's like a
game comes
week
out.
before is when they do it. or
Yeah,
something.
so You could play the
Or
beta
just make the beta
and
free
hate
for
it.
everybody to play. And if people
He does
like
have a
it,
point.
then
I know, but
Well,
then
'cause-
again, it's Activision, and they're gonna do whatever they can to make money.
Yeah, that's
Let's say
also a very good
let's
point.
say
I
the
don't.
way that I think they think of it
Corporate.
as is that
Yeah,
if you they think that if you pre-order the game, there's no backing out of it. Like I'm guessing they're going by, oh, if you pre-order the game, you can't back out of it, so you have to pay for it. Instead of if they had it for free, they might lose out on sales because people don't like it. That's the thing they're going by. They're thinking that if you have to pre-order it, the beta, so they're thinking that if they make it for free, people maybe won't like the beta, and then they won't buy the game. So it's just a big marketing thing, is I think what it is.
Yeah, that's another thing with these games is it's all about how they market it and it's all about the sales team. The sales team ends up doing the most for these because those are
Mhm.
the people that decide, oh, we should probably make a pack like this, and then they tell the devs, and the devs make it a reality. It's a whole train effect.
yeah.
Yeah, it goes from marketing down. Yeah, which I guess I hate it how that's how companies view it nowadays. It's all about the money and not the game itself. But
I'm also
things
getting.
have changed. Things have changed since 2012 to 2020 or 2020. Things
Yeah,
have just changed. Like it's
the whole
money.
8
It's all about
years.
money. Yeah, it's 8 years. A lot has changed with how money is, how games are. Because if you look back in 2012, you could have a game that um it was just simple. You had the simple things in it, and everybody enjoyed that. When you have it now, you have to have all this crazy shit in the
There's
game.
only certain people that
Kids,
enjoy these new games.
well,
Certain
yeah, they're trying
groups of
to.
people.
Back then, you could have a normal Call of Duty, and everyone was interested. When you come to the game now, you have to have helicopters getting blown up, all this crazy shit happening because they're trying to interest people in the game. They, I don't think they'd be interested in if people played or if it was just like it was back in 2012. People's like interests have changed from from then to now, to where they have to have all this crazy shit in the game.
Expectations.
The expectations of the game,
They're
yes,
always trying to one up
and
themselves, and I think, I mean, because they
it's
can't.
biting them in the ass in a sort.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard because I think like if they would have stayed just making straight up the same thing every single time, like some people would mind it, but there's always
Mhm.
those people that wanted something more. People wanted something different, and that's a huge reason why the new advanced movement thing came out, and it turned out that people didn't like that. But
Yeah.
I mean,
And
to be honest,
the thing with that is, yeah,
you almost have to give them props for trying something new because it's hard for a company to do that because now obviously with they're not trying a lot of things new, they're just going with what's a thing. But at the time the meta was solid boots on the ground, good gameplay, like it was a lot of that. And I mean I do
yeah,
give
Yeah.
because
Sledgehammer games
You
a
see,
lot
well,
of
the
props.
thing is the Call of Duty games I see are starting to become more like Assassin's Creed games. They're just trying to pump as many games out as possible. Like, they're always unfinished. They're never fucking completed. Like, okay,
that's
old Call
also
of Duties
because
were
by
always
that's
completed.
like
They were
Activision.
always 100% done
There's a lot less
on the
stuff to
release
do.
date.
They have to do a lot more
But if
now.
you're gonna
They
add
have to
more
do a lot
stuff,
more.
hire more fucking people or get some more people to get the game done
That's
on
less
time.
money for the company.
That was the reason
That's
why
what
If
it
it's
comes
a
down to.
fully complete game, they're gonna make more money off of it. It's fully complete.
Well,
Because more
That's-
people
if you think
will want to buy it.
if you think
That's-
about
If
it, you look at it
Warzone
now.
was out on the release date of fucking Modern Warfare when it first came out, 100% would have been a way more popular game. They would have made way more money. But no, they're fucking idiots. They're fucking morons.
That's
The
why
Call of
Black
Duty
Ops
team,
4.
all the Call of Duty teams are fucking morons now. It's run by absolute inbreds. Fucking now the
Like,
next Call of Duty Black Ops 5, how many fucking Black Ops are you gonna have?
Yeah, they should have stopped
Jesus
at 4.
Christ.
And to be
They
honest,
should have
4
stopped
wasn't
Yeah,
at
that
3.
bad.
They should have stopped at Black Ops 3. They should have fucking made a different
I do
game.
agree. I think
Jesus.
after 3, I think they should stop the like after a certain while, you can only do a certain
Well-
story so much.
think now that the
Like
Easter
zombies.
storyline's done,
Yeah.
they shouldn't. That's the main reason why Black Ops 4 even happened. There wasn't a lot. There was no story for
There was no there
campaign.
was like the campaign or the multiplayer. They didn't have anything. It was just because of the zombies, and the zombies flopped in that game because of Blackout. Because they took resources from zombies and moved them to Blackout because Blackout was the battle royale.
That's not
That's
the
the
reason
reason
why.
why I
That's
think
not the reason why the zombies flopped. The zombies flopped because the zombies was shit. I'm sorry, but the new
they
storyline
did, yes.
was awful. It was trash.
In my opinion, zombies for Black Ops 4 was better than Black Ops 3 only because the only thing Black Ops 3 brought that was new was Dreisendrach. Every other the Chronicles, they didn't even try to make them a little bit more interesting. They pretty much just copy and pasted the same maps with different graphics. Yeah, Black Ops 4 also had a lot of remastered maps, but they changed the maps. They added more elements to the maps that made the
Black
maps
Ops
more
2
interesting.
had the best zombies out of all the Call of Duty.
It had transit. Of course, it had the best zombies.
Okay. So you were saying this
Maps
earlier.
were just basic.
Do
The
you
maps were
actually
just
like Transit as like a? You think it's like one of the best maps?
No, I don't think it's one. I think it's fun to
No,
play. I don't think it's one
right.
of the best.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can agree with you on that. I think it's a fun map
No.
to play. But
I think Dreisendrach is the best map.
I mean, I don't know
Yeah,
if I.
yeah, that's yeah,
I
mhm.
do agree. It's a very good map. Probably the best map to come out
I
of
like it better than
BO3.
Origins.
Oh, I don't know about that one there, Chief.
Black Ops 2
Origins.
Origins or Black Ops 2 Buried are probably the two
Origins?
best zombies.
Yeah,
Buried's
dude.
really good.
Buried
Origins, I
is
think, is a little bit.
Dope.
Origins can let's just compare Origins to Dreisendrach for a second. The only thing that Origin beats it in is storyline. The Easter egg's a lot better
Yes.
for Dreisendrach.
And it's a
And
little
I
challenging.
do like the Easter egg in Dreisendrach. I love the cutscene in Dreisendrach. I don't
The
know.
steps to get the bows upgraded. I
Mhm.
love those steps. That's more of a challenge.
I like the fight,
And
like
just
the
to feel
boss
them-
fight, too.
The boss fight's
Boss
hard
fight
as
is
hell.
so
I
so
know
good.
it was so
The
hard.
Yeah.
it was the first boss fight too that we've seen in
Yeah.
zombies.
What's our
Mhm.
time, Kyle?
We are at 53 minutes. We're probably gonna end it
We probably
around
need to
an
stop.
hour. So yeah, we can just go ahead and get
Yeah.
up, wrapping our thoughts up on this, and we're gonna save zombies for another time. I know we're talking about it right now, and that's all right. But we have
We've just been
plenty.
talking about BO4 or like Call of Duty in general, not just BO4.
Mhm.
I think it's Kyle's fault.
Yeah.
Call of
Yeah,
Duty's
but-
gone
I would
way
agree.
downhill. I agree.
Call of Duty in a whole may have, your view may have gone downhill, but it's still there. That's the way I see it as. It's still Call of Duty. I still enjoy the game for what it is. I may disagree with some of the things, shut up, Brad, that they are doing, but it's still the Call of Duty. I still view it as the Call of Duty that I've played for the past 10 years.
I don't think I'll ever.
I still
even,
enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever not be a Call of Duty fan. I mean, they could. That's the thing. When you make very, very, very good games for a long time, like starting from the original Modern Warfare all the way up to Black Ops 2, everything in between
Made good games
was
till
a
Advanced
was
Warfare.
a very,
Man.
very good game.
And
Made
And
good
it
games
changed.
until Ghost.
See, the thing is,
yeah,
though-
they made good games until
The-
Ghost. Ghost was
Okay,
bad.
so what happened is that you have these diehard fans like me, us. Like I've been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 2, which was World War II based,
Yeah.
which was the OG one. Like I had COD 2, COD 3, then I've had every COD since. Like
Yeah,
even
same.
in the shitty Call of Duties that I knew were gonna be shitty, I still bought the game because I supported Call of Duty, and I didn't just.
Give
I
up.
wanted to get a personal feel of the game. I didn't give up on them. Yes, I didn't want to just like be like, I'm not getting the Call of Duty this year because I don't like it. No, I still bought the game and I still tried it out myself. That's where I hate when people judge the game just on what they've seen from gameplay or what people said about it. No, I don't like how you judge this game just on how other people viewed it that you watched or how you looked at it when you saw a video of it. Don't judge it until you personally play
A
it
personal
yourself.
feel, because I think a
Because-
lot
Well,
of things
if you
can
don't like what
change.
the person like you're watching the person and it's something that you see in the Call of Duty that you already know you don't like, you're gonna judge the game why it's bad. Why would you play it if you see that aspect of it?
There's a game that's kind of like
Camping.
that.
Camping. Modern Warfare was so bad for camping, and
Well,
people
it
always
was-
hated camping. You see people camping in videos, you're not gonna want to buy this game and
You
play it.
telling me it's bad?
Yes,
to
but
sit
look
in
at
the
it
corner
now
with a
compared to what it
shotgun?
was in the beginning.
Well, that's because there's things that
Agreed with you,
normalized it. When
They're
you
still
have
bad. They're
stupidly
not as bad as what
overpowered
it was in the beginning.
claymores.
725.
I was
That
gonna
was
say-
something that was really bad with Black Ops 2 was the amount of people that sat in corner with the diamond shotgun.
Yeah,
Oh, I do
Mhm.
remember that.
Riot Shield shots. Riot Shield placed down.
KSG was an absolute
trophy system.
sniper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think you're always gonna have campers,
this
but-
game has. You are, like, there was an excessive amount in the beginning of Modern Warfare, but that's because people were scared to like push out, and I think
No,
it's
that's
definitely
you know why?
changed.
It's not because they
It's
were
'cause
scared. It was
They made
because
this
they
game pro
they
campers.
no, they messed up on a couple of things. They normalized it. They didn't mean to.
They made it more. They made
Well,
it more realistic.
when
which
you're
promotes camping.
no, I wouldn't even say that. I just think when you have claymores.
This game promoted camping.
No, claymores. I think
maps
they just
promoted
fucked
it.
up on a couple of things, which made it very easy and very safe to
Yeah,
camp.
the main
Cla-
thing, the maps.
Claymore?
They made the
Ground
maps
War promotes
super
camping.
fucking campful.
No,
I
I don't.
mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree
That's
with
it.
that.
because they
I'm
made
sorry.
made places where you can mount in like corners that are
You can
like
mount
one-way
everywhere.
corners where
Even then, mounting's still broken and barely works half the time.
Mounting. They should take it out of the game. I fucking hate that idea. Like I like a fluid motion. Like I hate like I understand they're trying to make it more tactical and more of like a
R6.
like like that
Yeah,
type of
that's
idea.
What they tried to do.
I don't think it flows for the Call of Duty play style. I've always ran around and stuff, and I think when they normalized camping was when they fucked up on claymores, they fucked up on the 725,
Claymores and
and they
725
and
and
they
the
fucked
M4.
up with some of the movement things like you.
in the maps.
I like the maps.
Like-
I don't think the maps normalize camping. I just think when you have all that
Oh.
shit, people aren't
Boy,
gonna.
I disagree with you on that, Kyle, because of the fact that they didn't make the 3-lane system. They made it to where there was more areas to get around, and there's more areas that prone to campers. Is what they did with some of the maps in the
They
beginning, 'cause
added like some
moved
of the
away
maps
from the
have like
3-lane
buildings
style.
with rooms, like so many different places where people can sit in rooms and just watch the whole fucking map and use the M4 and kill everybody across
I
the
can
map
see
'cause
that for a
gun's
lot of
broken.
Call of Duties, though. I can see that for almost every Call of Duty maps that do the exact same
No,
thing.
I wouldn't say that because they have the difference between this Call of Duty and other Call of Duties is that this Call of Duty tried to move away from the 3-lane system that they had, and that promoted more
And
racing around the map.
the thing is too, a lot of you guys said that the 725 promoted camping. The only reason why it started promoting camping was when they nerfed it. Because at first, when people were using the 725, they were trying to see. Most people were trying to see how far they could shoot it with, because as you know, the beginning range of that thing was crazy.
Sniper. It was a sniper.
Once they nerfed it, a lot of people were like, "Oh, I can't shoot as far. I might as well just sit in this room with this powerful shotgun and not move."
One hit people when they walk in the room.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
it's just
I mean, I think that kind of wraps up our thoughts on Call of Duty and just kind of how it's been and how I guess their approach has been in the past couple of years.
If this ever becomes big and Call of Duty watches this podcast, shame on you. Do better.
Do
Add
better.
Call of Duty.
At least they're not
Bad.
Fortnite, though. At least they're not Fortnite.
All right.
yeah, that's
At
true.
least Fortnite does, like, if a fan wants this in the game, they add it in the game. For
No, 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 no. Call of Duty has listened to their fans more in this one. People have complained about something, it gets fixed.
Sometimes.
Yeah, but people
Hackers.
complain
Sometimes.
about the
Hackers.
one major thing. The
Nope.
one biggest and major thing in this Call of Duty. Spawns, and they haven't done anything. Other Call of Duties have done things
Can't
with the
make
spawns
everybody
before.
happy.
Shipment.
Can't make everybody happy.
Shit.
All the maps, dude. You know how many times where I've spawned in on maps and a guy's
I think. I,
Spawns
still,
are
I think.
shit.
I
Spawns
think
are
Rust
dog ass.
has
Yeah, I
the
agree with you
worst
on that.
spawns.
Spawn.
I've had-
Yeah, Rust and Shipment are so bad. I don't know why.
If you look back at World War II shipment, even World War II shipment was a lot smaller than the shipment that we have now, and it still
The
had better
spawns were-
spawns.
Yes.
Mhm.
Like, there's been so many maps where even, not even shipment. Other maps where I'll be sitting that like I will spawn, and either someone will spawn behind me or in front of me. It's like
Well, I don't even think that's the
that
map.
they
That's
need
not
to
the map. That's
they
the
need to
spawn
fix that.
system. That's just the spawn
Yeah,
system.
the spawn system.
Because
You need to fix it to where it's like the old ones, where if you pushed up too far, they spawn. Like the spawn system flips. It doesn't flip like fluently in this one. It just like it's. I don't
Bless
know
you.
how to explain it. Like
Thank you.
you'll push up, like you'll get in their spawn, and the people will still spawn there. Like, because I've played games where I sit there and I run to their spawn and I kill them, and they just keep spawning there. It's
Yeah.
like, or like I'll
Mhm.
spawn in, I'll die. I spawn in, I die. Spawn in, I die. Spawn in, I die. Spawn in, I die.
Spawn die,
It's like-
spawn die, spawn die.
Spawn die,
How the
spawn
hell
die,
did I
spawn
get
die,
a
spawn
zombie
die.
villager? What?
It's like
Mhm.
make it to where it flips the fucking spawns when someone runs into your spawn. It just
Alright.
doesn't
Yeah,
happen.
I'd agree. They really flipped or fucked up on that in Call of Duty. But I think that is going to be the end of the podcast.
yeah, I'm
today.
sorry, but we
again,
are
yes,
coming
sir.
up. We just
We have a
passed an
time limit.
hour. We usually
Yeah, we're
try
trying
to
to
aim
keep
for
it-
45 minutes. I mean I guess I should be
We
more
haven't had a
assertive.
45-minute one.
I guess I've been
We just get
I need
carried
to be
away.
more
Usually good with
assertive,
podcasts,
but
though.
every time I don't know, I say something, but then we bring up more conversation. So from now on, we're gonna try to be better about timing, because we don't want to make
Mhm.
things too long and drawn out for you guys. So we'll
Well-
probably end.
Yeah.
Sorry, go
End
ahead.
here, but once again, thank you, Brad, for coming out to the
Yeah, no
Song
problem.
Yes,
Battle
sir.
podcast. And I think you're one of the people I think we definitely gonna have in the future. Guys, if you guys agree with this, please comment down below and like the video to show support that we should have Brad on the our future ones. And that's gonna be it, guys. Hope
Can
you
I
guys have a
say-
good one.
Can
You
can I end off
you
with
can-
one thing?
Sure,
if
go
you-
ahead.
You know,
you
Brad,
got-
you do the outro. Brad, you do the
Yeah,
outro.
you outro.
All right, boys. This has been the Friendzone podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry it was a bit long. We just got a bit carried away. If you guys do vote me in to stay, like to be in another podcast, I will end up leaking Cody's like no picks. But yeah, man, I guess that's up to you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining in.
Fucking
and
hell.
They'll see you guys in the next one.